Hello students, welcome to Science Surface. Today we are going to start our chapter Tissue Part 2. In this part we are going to study about animal tissues. The human body has four main types of tissue. One is known as epithelial tissue, or it is a covering tissue. Then second we have the connective tissue, or we may call it as supportive tissue. Third one is the muscular tissues which help in the movement of the body. And lastly we have got the nervous tissue which help in the control and coordination of various activities of the body. So these are four categories of tissues found in the human body. But in this video, we are going to study about epithelial tissues. Epithelial tissues are also known as covering or protective tissues. Epithelium covers most organs and cavities within the body. It also forms a barrier to keep different body systems separate. Whatever the material transports between different organs, at least has to cross one layer of these epithelium tissues. The skin, the lining of the mouth, the lining of the blood vessels, alveoli, kidney tubules, etc. all organs possess epithelial tissues. The epithelial tissue cells, they are tightly packed and form a continuous sheet-like structure. They have only a small amount of cementing material between them and almost no intercellular space. There is one thing common between all the epithelium tissue, that they all have an extracellular fibrous basement membrane. You can see these are four types of epithelial tissues found in our body. Now this dark blue color we can see all are having. So this is known as the basement membrane that separates them from the internal organs or the underlying tissues. Epithelium tissue is divided into two parts. The first part or the first category has five main different types of epithelium tissues which are based upon their cell shape and function. They are squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, ciliated epithelium, glandular epithelium. Then based on the number of layers, they may be simple epithelium. They contain only one layer of cell, and they have got stratified. Stratified means number of layers are present in one tissue. So these are different categories of epithelium tissues. We'll study them one by one. The very first is the simple type of squamous epithelium tissues, which consist of a layer of thin flat cells. They are present in the lining of blood vessels, lungs, mouth, esophagus, etc. They are divided into two. Just now we have discussed they have got simple epithelium tissues which consist of only one layer of cells, and then we have got stratified epithelial tissues. Simple squamous epithelium tissue consists of just one layer thick cell resting on the basement membrane. Epithelium cells are extremely thin and flat. They are forming a thin delicate lining. Their main function is the exchange of material. Example, in the lining of blood vessels or the lung alveoli, where transportation of substances occurs through a selectively permeable surface. Then we have got stratified squamous epithelium. Stratified word is originated from the word strata. Strata means layers. So the squamous epithelium, which is arranged in many layers, is known as stratified squamous epithelium, which consists of large number of cells arranged in layers. The main function of this layer is to prevent the body from wear and tear and provide protection to the underlying organs or the tissue. The next one is the simple columnar epithelium. As the name suggests, column means pillar-like. See, the pillar-like cells are present, which is known as columnar epithelium. They are made up of one layer of long, thin cells, which are just like pillars. So, their main function is to help in the absorption and secretion. They are found in the small intestine, stomach and large intestine, where absorption and secretion of substances is needed. Same type of columnar epithelium but possessing cilia, right? These are hair-like structure present on these pillar-like cells known as ciliated columnar tissue. They are present in our respiratory tract, in which they perform a very particular function. They are just hair-like projections on the outer surface. So when the cilia move, their movement pushes the mucus forward to clear the path. Then we have got the cuboidal epithelium tissues. This is also very clear from its name that the cells are cube shape. Now we can very well see here all the cube shaped cells lying on a basement membrane. It forms the lining of the kidney tubules, ducts of salivary glands and provide mechanical support. They just act like cushion. ये cushion की तरह काम करते हैं and provide the protection or a mechanical support. Then we have got the glandular epithelium tissue. Glandular epithelium acts like a gland, and we all know what is the function of a gland. The function of gland is to secrete something. So when the epithelium tissue becomes secretory in function, they are known as glandular epithelium tissues. This tissue folds inward and forms a multicellular gland, which become secretory in function. And so this was all about the epithelium tissue or the protective tissue present in the human body.